Hey everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scope for the 2nd of November. So today we've got Mercury making a contraparallel, which is the same as opposition to Uranus, Venus making a contraparallel to Neptune, and the Sun making a sesquiquadrate to Neptune as well, and Venus also enters Virgo. So Mercury's contraparallel to Uranus can bring intellectual brilliance and promotes unconventional thinking out of the box, so it can inspire fresh ideas and innovate solutions to new and existing problems. But on the downside, it can make us restless and impatient, leading to scattered thoughts and sudden outbursts, which can be aggressive or verbal, causing tension in relationship. On the esoteric meaning, it wants us to align the mind and higher consciousness, and it gives us the opportunity to receive intuitive downloads and messages from the higher self or the universe or the higher power or God, whatever you call God. So yeah, Venus's contraparallel to Neptune can make us more compassionate, have more empathy, make us more romantic, and it allows for deep emotional connections and spiritual growth. On the negative end, it can lead us, with all Neptune energy, to escaping into drugs, alcohol, and any other delusion. Also, it can make us ignore red flags, have illusions of grandeur and manipulation, and this can just make us sort of like susceptible to any scams, so just watch out for that. On the esoteric level, it represents the merging of love and spirituality, allowing us to tap into the higher realms of unconditional love and transcendental beauty. It invites us to explore the divine aspects within ourselves and others. The Sun sesquiquadrate to Neptune offers opportunities for creative expression, intuition and spiritual insights. It can also inspire a deep sense of purpose and meaning in life. On the negative end of things, it can make us confused or uncertain. It requires us to be more discerning, be more watchful of what's being said, what we're believing in, because we can be prone to deception from others, but also we can deceive ourselves wanting to believe things. So just watch out for this tendency as well, and get help and guidance if you feel like you need it, whether it's through a family friend, a therapist, or through the Samaritans or any other helpline if you're not in the UK. On the esoteric level, it brings a powerful alignment between our ego-driven identity, represented by the Sun, and the universal spiritual consciousness, which is represented by Neptune. It encourages us to dissolve limiting beliefs and surrender to the flow of divine guidance, allowing our true essence to shine, which is a powerful reminder, one I'm going to actually use for myself, because I just thought, it's really powerful, and it's really hard to surrender and let go. We can all be different levels of control freaks or humans, because we're scared of, uncertainty and stuff, but normally this just really makes life more miserable for us. And, it's good to think and at times overthink and stuff, but not to suck the life from out of ourselves. Venus also enters Virgo, so I'm going to talk more about this in a separate audio, but it allows us to be more devoted and loyal and committed in our relationship. It encourages us to express our love through acts of service and practical gestures. It also enhances our ability to analyse and improve our relationships and make them more efficient and organised, but negatively it can make us too focused on flaws and imperfections, which can create unnecessary tension and dissatisfaction. So it's important to balance practicality with compassion and acceptance during this time. When Venus enters Virgo, it signifies the integration of the divine feminine energy with the earthly practical vibrations of Virgo. This allows us to connect with the sacredness of everyday life and beauty in the smallest of details. It encourages us to bring a sense of devotion and dedication to our relationships and nurture them through acts of service and kindness. So as Venus Venus moves to Virgo, it invites us to examine our patterns and behaviours in relationships, particularly in terms of how we express love and affection. This is a time to reflect on whether our actions align with our true values and intentions, asking ourselves questions like, are we truly showing up for our loved ones and ourselves in the most authentic and supportive way possible? So yeah, you want to know more about Venus in Virgo, check out the separate audio. Also, content creators can use the energy of Mercury's contra-parallel to Uranus to talk about how we can be more innovative in our ideas and thinking processes and relationships, how we can make intellectual breakthroughs, so giving tips on how we can research, be more open to alternative ideas, how to question what we have come to believe as true through our, our schooling, our any religious input, societal input, culture inputs and stuff like that, how we can find more unique perspectives, have more bold insights and come more into our personal truth, so how we can think more for ourselves as well, questioning why we think the way and behave the ways that we do. Also talking about technological advancements that have impacted our society over the past 10 years, or what will impact our society over the coming years. AI is a big one, it's changing the way we communicate and stuff, but with anything new it sometimes can become like a bit of a scare tactic and a scary AI. So talking about the pros and cons of technology can be good as well. Also talking about emerging trends in digital sort of like media as well, brainstorming, thinking outside the box, and embracing unexpected twists of fate, unexpected events in our life, how we can always prepare for like plan B. And this is not to be scared of uncertainty and all the rest of it, but in a way that knows that if we go with the flow of the universe, higher power, life flows, water can flow up and downstream and in different directions. So just being open by providing ourselves with that stable core within ourselves, so how giving tips on how someone can love themselves and forgive themselves for their childhood wrongs or what they perceive of wrongs in their relationships, knowing that all humans make mistakes, we all do. I mean, come on, that if we could all hindsight, that's why they say hindsight is a brilliant thing. If we could go back, we would, but we can't. So the best thing that we can do is learning to live with our mistakes and to go forward in a way that we don't repeat them, and giving tips on how we can acknowledge our mistakes and forgive our mistakes, learn from our mistakes and how not to repeat them. Also talking about astrology and how it can be a tool in helping us tap into innovative ideas and heal ourselves as well. Also talking about alternative forms of communication or unconventional methods of learning. We all learn in different ways. Some of us are visual, some of us are audio, some of us use mind maps and work better with a combination of techniques as well. And also talking about embracing change and adapting to new technologies, while also emphasizing the need for balance between virtual interactions and real life experiences. So all content that talks about the power of technology, what the positives it's done for us and the negatives, and how we can kind of like balance being switched onto technology but also being tuned in to real life as well. So examining the intersection of art and technology, love and technology and real life as well, and delving into the advancements of digital art, animation, and how AI is playing a role in that, and all other forms of interactive media as well. So just discussing innovative ideas and giving innovative strategies to help your listeners live their best life. So yeah, that was the Daily Scope for the 2nd of November.